Nobody warns you about this part, because it isn't cinematic. The first week after society collapses isn't about bravery, guns, or heroic moments. It's about confusion. It's about your mind lagging behind reality while the rules of the world quietly dissolve. And if you misunderstand that first week, everything you prepared for afterward might not matter at all. Here's the truth most people never see coming. Collapse doesn't feel like an explosion. It feels like a delay. Your phone still has battery, stores still look half-stocked, neighbors still wave at each other, and that false sense of normalcy is the most dangerous phase of all. Your brain evolved to respond to immediate threats, fires, predators, sudden danger, not slow-motion disasters. So instead of panicking, most people freeze. They wait for instructions. They refresh the news. They assume someone, somewhere, is fixing it. History shows this pattern again and again. From blackouts to hurricanes to war zones, the people who survive aren't the strongest or the loudest. They're the ones who act before permission comes back. By day 1 or 2, hunger isn't the real enemy yet. The real enemy is mental overload. Too many decisions, too little certainty. Under stress, your brain burns energy faster than your body, which means exhaustion hits early, even if you haven't done much physically. That's why the military trains decision-making under pressure. Mental fatigue kills faster than weakness. The smartest move in the first week is ruthless simplicity. Create a few basic rules and stick to them. Secure water, secure calories, reduce exposure, rest. Not because it sounds impressive, but because every unnecessary decision drains energy you won't get back. Water becomes critical before most people realize it. Thirst doesn't announce itself the way hunger does. By the time you feel truly thirsty, your judgment is already impaired. Dehydration slows reaction time, increases paranoia, and amplifies fear, the exact emotions that get people hurt. Even if water is still running, pressure is unreliable. Pumps need power, treatment plants need chemicals. A simple but powerful move is to store water immediately, even if everything still looks normal. Bathtubs, containers, anything clean. That single action buys you peace of mind, and calm is a survival resource. Around day 3, social behavior begins to shift, not instant violence, just tension. People stop being generous. Eye contact lingers a little too long. Conversations become cautious and transactional. This doesn't happen because people suddenly turn evil. It happens because uncertainty activates tribal instincts. Your brain starts sorting the world into us and unknown. The smartest strategy here isn't aggression or isolation, it's predictability. Be calm, be consistent. Humans trust patterns when they're scared. A neighbor who looks steady and routine-driven feels safer than someone acting secretive or unpredictable. Sleep becomes another silent threat no one talks about. Stress hormones stay elevated, fragmenting rest. After just a few nights of poor sleep, your immune system weakens and your risk-taking behavior increases. This is well documented in survival research and emergency medicine. Counterintuitively, protecting sleep matters more than comfort or variety of food. Darkness, quiet, and routine are survival tools. A tired survivor makes careless decisions. A rested one notices danger early. By the middle of the week, calories matter, but not the way survival influencers usually describe them. You don't need big meals. You need steady energy. Your brain alone uses about 20% of your daily calories. Simple carbohydrates combined with fats provide efficient fuel under stress. That's why soldiers and first responders rely on compact, boring food. The lesson here is not to starve yourself to save supplies. Eat enough to think clearly. Poor judgment costs more resources than food ever will. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most danger in the first week doesn't come from monsters or attackers. It comes from misreading people. Fear distorts perception. Sounds feel closer. Movements feel hostile. That's why slowing down physically often increases survival. Move deliberately. Speak calmly. Avoid crowds, not because everyone is dangerous, but because panic spreads faster in groups than any virus. History shows that stampedes and riots form when uncertainty meets density. And finally, the secret nobody says out loud. The first week isn't about surviving the apocalypse. It's about surviving yourself. your habits, your ego, your assumptions about how the world is supposed to work. The people who make it through don't feel fearless. They feel adaptable. They accept the new normal before it announces itself. They stop waiting for the old world to return and start acting like responsibility has quietly shifted onto them. If society ever stumbles, remember this. The first week doesn't test your gear. It tests your psychology. Master that, and you're already ahead of most people who never saw the danger hiding in plain sight.